All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Let's go, Eagles. Let's go.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm drunk as a motherfucker.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Yo.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling to his right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into the red zone. Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
This is Ajayi. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the
Good defense, G. Good stop, good stop, good stop.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
On the return, here's Kerwin Williams. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. James has got it. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's got it. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. A carry here for the big tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Now Wentz will keep it. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you can take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's got room. Still going. They can't stop him. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Completes it to Ajayi. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wentz to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Wentz throwing on second down. And this is
threw that bitch too
trying to
early,
get
G.
it there to Martavis Bryant. And that takes us from second to third down.
My bad,
The
Martavis.
turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming
My
up.
bad,
Not at
take
all. You know
it.
what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Wentz on third down. Going deep here for Bryant. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football.
Defense.
So
Fuck
I
it, I
don't
want
see
a penalty
anything
for.
more to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick
That was
by
good
Elliott
defense,
is good.
yo.
And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for three. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this one's
I couldn't get there.
I want the ball in the hands of X,
Lucky
Y, and Z,
motherfucker.
and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now.
They ain't got no playmakers.
Second down, Prescott. It's caught. Humphreys. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first
My
down.
boy Hicks Edward.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen?
That was a good play
makes that
call.
a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break.
Cause ain't nothing down the field working, Jay.
5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Thank you.
32, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He completes it to Tate. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a play fake. Wentz.
I hit the wrong button.
Picked off Byron Jones. And they are going to set up
Good pick.
shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys
Let's go, man. They got a scope.
before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll be hit from behind.
They got a scope.
Taken down. Denzel Perryman. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd and long for Prescott. And it's is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
Williams now on the return. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
26.
They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Then the Cowboys get a bit closer. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
But see, they're right there on the brink, aren't they?
That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game.
Hey, bro, jump off sides if it's cool for me to shoot a clock, bro. I'll decline the penalty, but jump off sides if it's all right for me to shoot a clock. All right.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Play action. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, Prescott straight.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of... And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now the lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
They run again with a J. Oh, some strong running. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's a Jay. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Wentz to throw. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with a J. A beautiful fake. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's third and goal. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys,